I'm really excited about hearing your take on leadership weakness in tech.
Mm.
So, you've worked in tech for years.
Mhm.
Tell us a bit more about what you did in tech before we kind of jump into your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I was part of go-to-market teams, specifically, in sales. So I started as a sales development representative and, worked my way up the title ladder. And the last role I had was more of a consulting role, but as a strategic, um, account executive position.
Okay. So, in the tech world, right now we always glorify the visionary CEO, but a lot of data shows that many of them fail due to arrogance, unrealistic expectations, or lack of self-awareness, which kind of goes back to what we were talking about. Some argue that empathy-based leadership is leading the lack of accountability, and as leaders are afraid of challenging underperforming employees. Others argue that founder syndrome is real. Visionary leaders often fail to scale the business because they resist delegation. So, this is covering several aspects of it. So,
Mhm.
what would you say is the number one psychological blind spot of tech leaders, and why does it keep happening?
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's specifically on my experience in tech. And when I think leaders, I think both the frontline managers up to VP, up to C level. It goes back to the conversation around EQ, where if a leader does not understand EQ and operate with a high EQ, then they become ego driven. And what I mean by ego,